Okay, let's unpack this. We've got these sources detailing how current global events are, well, directly impacting air travel.
Yeah, specifically hitting hard in the Middle East.
Right. Imagine you've been planning that trip, and then suddenly these global events just sort of pull the rug out from under your plans.
That's the reality for, well, thousands of travelers right now.
So our mission here in this deep dive is really to pull out the key pieces from these sources
To be a shortcut to understanding what's actually happening.
without getting totally overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And the core impact, it's immediate. Major airlines are just hitting pause on routes.
Yeah, we're seeing some big names involved.
For instance, United Airlines, they've paused their daily flights between Newark and Dubai indefinitely.
It definitely is a key word there. Uncertainty.
And American Airlines, they've temporarily suspended flights. Philadelphia to Doha, Qatar, through June 22nd for now.
A bit more defined, but still disruptive.
Then there's Delta. They suspended flights between JFK and Tel Aviv in Israel.
And that suspension's currently set to last until August 31st. Quite a while.
So this isn't just, a few tweaks to the schedule, is it?
No, not at all. And what's really insightful here is that these specific flight suspensions, they're kind of just the tip of the iceberg.
Okay.
How so? Well, beyond these individual airline decisions, entire airspaces have been affected. We're talking Israel, Jordan, Iran, Iraq.
Wow.
Yeah, their airspace shut down simultaneously.
And this connects back to the underlying conflict.
Directly, it followed what's being called Operation Rising Lion.
Okay, I've seen that mentioned. Significant military strike.
Exactly. Between Israel and Iran hitting strategic targets, the immediate dramatic consequence for air travel was these airspace closures, a huge crucial region.
And Ben Gurion Airport in Israel.
Effectively closed. Until further notice. It's a major hub, so that's significant.
That is a massive swath of airspace. Goes way beyond just one airport closure.
Mm-hmm.
What does that actually mean for, the whole global aviation picture? It's not just one canceled flight for one person.
No, exactly right. It sounds like a logistical nightmare because, well, it is.
Right.
When you take such a large, strategically vital airspace off the map, even temporarily, airlines are forced to find completely new routes.
Which means longer flights, more fuel.
Hours longer, sometimes. Significant extra costs. And this ripples out,
How so?
It hits global supply chains, cargo movements, even connections to other parts of Asia and Africa that would normally fly over that area.
So it really shows how fast geopolitical tensions can bleed into, our daily lives.
Absolutely. It forces this global reevaluation of security, logistics, everything.
And this rapid shift, it goes beyond the airlines too, right? You mentioned governmental responses.
Yeah, that's the other side of it. The U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem, for example. They've been making plans, we understand, to help private U.S. citizens leave Israel.
Yeah.
Some have already been evacuated using cruise ships, actually.
Cruise ships, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And that leads us to the official travel advisories too.
Yes. The State Department has issued a Level 4 do not travel advisory for Israel.
Level 4. That's the highest one, isn't it?
It is.
So for anyone listening, maybe thinking about travel or even living there, what does that Level 4 really signal?
It signifies severe risk, plain and simple. And crucially, it often means the U.S. government might have extremely limited ability to help you if something goes wrong.
Limited ability to assist. That's stark.
It is. The advisory cites armed conflict, terrorism, and civil unrest. They don't issue these lightly.
And Iran.
Iran has actually been under that same highest Level 4 do not travel advisory for a long time now.
For similar reasons.
Yes, citing risks like terrorism, civil unrest, kidnapping, arbitrary arrest of U.S. citizens, and wrongful detention. These advisories reflect really serious, deep assessments of the risks on the ground.
Okay, so this whole situation, it really underscores how quickly things can change, doesn't it?
Definitely. Abstract geopolitics become very concrete impacts.
On our personal plans, the economy, just global movement generally.
Mhm.
So what does this all mean for us thinking about this? It raises a really important question, I think.
Which is?
When nations issue these highest level travel warnings, these level 4s, what does that truly tell us? Not just about immediate travel plans, but maybe about the shifting landscape of global safety itself and the kinds of decisions we all might need to make in, a pretty volatile world.